Hello everyone and welcome back. And have you ever really thought you were gonna hate something? You just knew it down in the pit of your gut that no matter what something you were about to do did, no matter how much it tried to dress itself up, you knew. Just at the bottom of your core, you knew it was gonna suck. Everything about it was gonna be awful. But then you get there and it surprised you so much about how it didn't. That's kind of where I am with Destiny 2. Okay, so quick recap. Destiny 1 happened, and I thought it was fine. Some DLCs came out, it expanded a little bit of its lore, added a little more cinematics to it, but core gameplay-wise, it was perfectly fine. It was something I could jump in with some friends and just play a little bit of, and basically just work around in this really cool looking world that they had created, and it was whatever. I didn't hate it. I would have been hard pressed to say I liked it, though. Destiny 2, I didn't think there was going to be anything to it. I thought for sure that it was going to be just a flash in the pan, it's here, and it's basically the exact same game. I'm so glad that I am at least mostly wrong. That being said, let's review Destiny 2. Now, there is a neat little thing that if you did play Destiny 1, you can port in any characters that were level 40. Or I guess near it, because I don't think my Warlock technically ever hit level 40, but it's still saying I can port him in, so I'm going to do that later. Right now, though, if it'll ever load in, we'll get to talking about this. Now, Destiny 2, they came out and they said, oh, we're going to have so much story, you won't be able to, you'll say it's too much story, which, honestly, I'm kind of glad about. There we go. Alright, log in my Titan. So, we'll get to that in good time. But as soon as this loads in, let's go ahead and talk about the visuals. Because while they haven't changed, there's enough here that it's alright to talk about it, and it's a good starting point. Ooh, good. New incoming public event. Now, one of the big things, and I'll get to this when I get to the gameplay, but you can now view lots of different things on your map. It's not just the missions you can do. But getting back to our visuals, not a lot has changed, at least for most of the modern consoles. This is no longer available for Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, as they discontinued even the DLC for that, and have just focused solely on updating it for newer model consoles and computer. So, there's not much changed visually, except for a few aesthetics. Most of the enemies look the same, there are a couple of different ones, but nothing too big. Let's see here. Directory again. There we go. Alright. See if I can get over there in time. And yeah, hopefully I don't have to say too much for talking about the visuals. One of your mainstay, the first places you take a refuge in here is called the European Dead Zone. It's this giant, worn down place in Eastern Europe, it looks like. And yeah, everything looks really good. The rust is all detailed well, the debris and the rubble are all really, it's just good looking. There's not a lot I can say that you can't see for yourself. That being said, there are one or two points where it looks like they've combined two assets into one, and you can definitely tell that some are layered weirdly, so it kind of just looks strange. Alright. 15 seconds until this starts. All the time in the world. So, gameplay-wise, moving on, I should say. Gameplay-wise, not much has changed. Fundamentally, the game has remained the same from the first game. And for those who didn't play the first game, it's okay. It's standard first-person shooter affair. For the most part, anyway. There are a couple of different button placements, but nothing so drastic that it takes too long to wrap your head around. Unlike some games I could list, but I'm not going to because you're man. Shit.
Look at those folk, acting like they own this place.
Well, they sort of do own the place, Nolan Bot. I'm gonna try and take it down. The biggest gameplay change would have to be in the weapons sections. Now, originally, you could only have a... Whoa, shit! Hi, how you doing? Have a scout rifle, auto rifle, or pulse rifle, or a hand cannon in your main weapon slot, followed by a shotgun, sniper rifle, or gun, and later a sidearm pistol in your secondary slot. This has been completely retooled so that now it's listed as kinetic weapons, heavy weapons, elemental weapons, and you can effectively have any type of any gun in whichever slot you choose. Heavy weapons now consist of your fusion rifles, your shotguns, your sniper rifles, and pop. But I can now have my scout rifle here and an assault rifle that does elemental damage. And boy, is it fun. And alright, screw it. Problem rope. Kick it. One of the fun things about being a Titan, you can just run in and kick things. Shit. Well, that didn't work as well as I planned. Honestly, that's the biggest gameplay change. There have been a few redistributions of power levels for things, so it feels a little more balanced and a lot better as a standalone game. It's not disconcerting at all. Crap. And yeah, honestly, not a lot has changed from Destiny 1, which I thought would bug me more than it does, but it's actually proving to be pretty okay. The fact that everything still remains basically the same means that I don't have to figure out a whole new way of playing for things. The fundamental levels are still the exact same thing they were. So there's not a lot that I have to reevaluate. And if you didn't mind Destiny's first go-around, then you probably won't mind this one, honestly. The controls aren't bad, and they feel solid. They definitely feel tweaked to have been able to get a little more... Come on, damn it. Sorry, a little more response out of them, and I'm really tired of those things getting in my face like that. Recommended power level? What power level am I? Oh, well. Good thing I'm the exact power level needed. Being able to pick all your different weapons for whatever scenario you want really feels nice, and it's a good add-on. And damn, these things are really starting to make me mad here. Fine. Wall. Teleporting me away from my wall. Damn it. Okay. Oh, this was a huge mistake to try and do a review around this. Oh god, I've made an awful mistake. But, hey, life we choose. Life I chose, anyway. God, reload. And... hit. Now, that being said, I guess let's go ahead and move on to the... Wait, that was it?
You've denied them
Oh,
a lot of
okay.
and thinned their ranks. I thanks to you.
There we go. That's how you beat him. Whew. The biggest change is the addition of an actual story to it, especially one that's easily followed and pretty enjoyable. There are two different sides to it. The first side is the one that everybody's seen in the trailers and the demo was, oh, this new enemy has come out of what's known as the Cabal, and they're going to... I get a sword already? Badass! Really? You want to challenge me? Okay, fine. Holy crap! Okay, that didn't work as well as I'd hoped, but I never knew this was a thing. I'm happier than I've been in a while now. Okay, I got my sword back. Awesome. But back to the story. The basic story is that the new person, Gaul, has come down to try and take what's the Traveler's Light and try and use it for himself. And in doing so, he ends up taking away your light. And it adds a very special something at the beginning of this game that was sorely lacking in Destiny 1, which was any kind of a reason to feel special. In this, you have your powers stripped from you, and you have to wander around without them, wounded and alone. I know this didn't sound like a whole lot, but believe me, when it comes down to actually playing, understanding what stakes are there with not being a guardian and what other people are having to do, it means a lot. I have no idea where I'm going right now. I'm just exploring on a bike. And honestly, that feels what this game has done best, is take everything Destiny 1 was missing and made it better. Whether it was simply things that were missing or things that just kind of needed to be tweaked. It feels like what needed to be tweaked has been tweaked and shit. Well, that's a little over my level. It feels what needed to be tweaked has been tweaked, and I gotta get the hell out of here. Unless... Where's... Oh, never mind. The other one, I guess, is already done. Fine. See what this guy's got for sale. Everything that was needed in Destiny 1... Sorry to get sidetracked there for a second. Everything that was missing in Destiny 1 has either been put in here, or what was sorely lacking or needing fixing has been fixed and addressed in Destiny 2. I'm kind of sad that it took us an entire game to get to this, but at the same time, I would rather it have been done this way than not done at all. So, 6 one, half dozen the other. And I guess that brings us to final recommendations, which I'm really torn about. Part of me really, really, really wants to recommend buying this game. Just wholeheartedly go out, spend the $60. But at the same time, this is... Oh. Shit, that's all a level ahead of me. Damn it. Why did it tell me to come to you? This is very much a party game. If you have friends you can play with, it'll be great. And you'll have a lot of fun running around with them. While you'll be able to do it solo, it does miss that certain something Destiny has when you have friends to play with. Or at least I could say that if it weren't for the party matching system now. While you can't directly find a group for a raid, you can't randomly find a group for a raid, but you can actually get a group to help you through it if you want. While I haven't tried it yet, and so I can't personally attest to it, I do like this idea. It allows people who want to be able to help people in this game, and for people who need help with it, they can get it. And something good, something good, something good. Level up! So, bottom line, I would definitely say try and find a rental for this game. See if you enjoy it, and if you do, I highly recommend. I wouldn't recommend that unless you have to, but I would recommend getting this game in some way, shape, or form. It's a lot of fun, and if you have any friends who are thinking about playing, tell them to get a copy and play with them, because it'll exponentially increase how you play the game. And problem solved. It's just fun. Still love doing that. That's gonna about do it for us today. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Why do I have to turn around and just find 5 of these asshats? Like I said, that's gonna do it for here. And as always, this is merely opinion, and opinions are always subjective. Have you tried out Destiny 2? If you did, how'd you like it? Or did you? Maybe you found it to be the most boring and dull the world has ever made. Either way. Shit. We'll see you back here next time. Alright, good. Oh, he's dead. Fuck, this guy's a yellow health bar. Alright, we'll see you back here next time, everybody. I'm gonna try and kill this guy.